I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So, take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible Page with a giant ray gun.
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the parchment of power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now, it's my turn. Mine and Howard's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos.
Birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test, entire area is still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my accelerator cannon, well, that gamma field Page of yours
Will go boom. Big time.
bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's gotta clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
This plan seems crazy, right? This plan seems crazy. So, here I go.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. For once, I hope Tony proves me wrong. May omnipotent Ashtur keep you safe.
Pinch myself awake and just thank the stack of one who was only a dream. You would never side with people like this, right, Hunter? I feel bad for even asking that. Never mind. Don't answer.
If this plan works or not, make sure you get back here in one piece.
It was terrifying to see you hold Paige in her dream, but somehow it felt right.
I'm sorry, was it the hunter or the bumper? Because one of those things seems to happen a lot more than it should.
How can I help?
You better not sell us out to your mother, Hunter. I'd be disappointed. You wouldn't like me when I'm disappointed. You almost believe me. We're good, Hunter. Unless we're not. But we are.
Still smells like Transia, even after all these years.
Certifiable.
So it's not just me.
Wait, I completely forgot the entire plan.
Damn.
Just kidding.
It is going to take a miracle to pull this off.
We don't do miracles around here.
Yep, hexes and curses only.
I'm usually a light sleeper. But last night I felt like I couldn't wake up.
I'm so nervous right now. I may keep standing here while you're gone.
Robbie knows the Parchment of Power's got nothing on him. Remember, if the cannon's pointing at you, you're doing it wrong.
What shall we chat about?
I wish I could go there with you. Be careful.
Don't worry, Hunter. I'll be right behind you, choking on the Hellrite's toxic fumes. God, how I hate the way it stinks up my limbo bridge. Someone ought to tell Robbie the spirit of vengeance needs a better exhaust pipe.
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to move forward, aren't I? Anyway, Robbie and Tony are already in place. Good luck. We all need it.
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part covered.
This is by far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him... Speaking of...
Yo, Fast and the Flamius, what did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Stark. Too smart for your own good.
Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And while I'm down there, which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
You were too weak for this fight. Leave some for the rest of us.
I am disoriented.
You have earned this. Their strongest was no match for us. Welcome assistance.
You up for this?
You make a good partner.
Getting real tired of running
mother would just give me another now, Logan.
Tired of hearing about your mama, too.
Agreed.
Now for something real.
Boy, this.
I knew we could do it. Your mother abandoned.
We are not done yet.
Not lost focus yet.
What's your status up there, Stark?
Getting warmer. Keep fighting.
Better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Consider that.
Now that was something. Feel my call.
That will do.
Nice move, Bob.
Lilith has put a great deal of trust in your nemesis, Logan.
Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em.
You sound bitter. If only Mother had chosen you, right, Logan?
Like you.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, Rump. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Then don't wait on me. mileage?
Not quite. Return. Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Johnny! Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Rox.
Sleeping Titan has awakened. The Herald of Cthon.
No, it's the freaking Hulk! I just gave him an upgrade. Now, before we all start fighting, I think it's important to recognize that my theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side.
The horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. I'm trying to see my true potential through Mother's eyes.
That sounds a little weird, too. Shouldn't have pissed me off.
Just sent you in the end. When I get angry. It grows. Not be turned back. More lambs to the slaughter.
How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the lightning? We needed a way to destroy the parchment, and I gave us one.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
This guy gets it.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. The light will carry you onward.
A true
Return to your mother. Just like old times.
This joke. You will not harm another innocent.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Another round of warm bodies coming in.
Maybe I should be flattered.
I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating it's been.
I think I liked it better when the big version only used single syllables.
I'm sure it was to your advantage, keeping me down.
Don't get all broody on me now, Bruce. That's just Lilith talking. Here we go. Don't mind if I do.
Mother protects me. Your suffering begins.
That's a friendly guy with Bruce.
That will never stop me! Pathetic.
You're being reinforced.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be throwing pointy sticks.
How did you ever manage to control him in the past?
Well, control is a strong word. I'd say it's more like we pointed him at something and hoped for the best.
That is not reassuring.
Let's do it. Whatever gets the job done. Getting it done anyway. You should probably stay down for a while.
This shall be of great help. Pathetic.
Such power.
It is like fighting a god.
Taking him down before, we can do it again. Just need to...
All these years, Tony, letting you think you were my equal, I could have squashed you so easily.
You let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold. Just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing. me.
Been saving this cigar. It's my Victor Creed's Gone special treat. Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me, doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a Banner.
Battle offers us no easy choices, and none of us emerge unscathed.
Liliana's growing on me. I guess I gotta make sure she doesn't end up like me. Last thing I need is another Jubilee. She could come in handy against Hulk, though.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore, do you?
Dr. Banner may prove an ally to us.
Your mom's play of turning puny Banner was smart. She controls Hulk's only weakness. The part that was on our side. I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a...
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies?
Any suggestions?
How about, of all the spirits of vengeance, he was definitely one of them?
Man, it's kinda hard to mourn a guy who made 2 deals with the devil.
2 that you're aware of?
Oof. You're right.
My silence is my support, Robbie.
Thanks, Blade. Well, Johnny Blaze was a complicated guy. And now that he's gone, well, things are still complicated. But he's not here anymore to complicate them further. So, there's that.
He did save your life. Well, after he betrayed you. His motorcycle was cool.
Thanks, Peter.
I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
I am concerned about Robbie too. Blaze's betrayal and his sacrifice, it could be overwhelming to him.
The guy's been through a lot. That's why I want to help him get closure. I'm sure he'll be fine after that.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
All this excitement has really got me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his
Listen, if you want, you can call me Eric. But that's...
Hey Hunter, you're just in time for the brainstorming session. I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you were thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
No matter what betrayals he visited upon us, he did the right thing in the end. You are standing here because he sacrificed himself.
Maybe so. I also remember Mephisto's sulfur stench, and Blaze's generally awful attitude. Can I really talk about the good and ignore the awful? I don't think so.
Whatever you decide to do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a memorial barbecue. Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
Hulk fights dirty and mean and brutal. Demon Hulk fights on another level. Like unfocused malevolence.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again. Until I win.
You win?
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you.
What do you say, boss? You know that I've got this, right? What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
It is worth hearing Steve out.
This is not a school project. Teamwork doesn't make the dream work. But you're the boss, boss. You can all brainstorm to your heart's content. When you want an actual solution, you come and find me.
I just wanted to say I appreciate you leaning on me out there in the field, but I feel you deserve fair warning. Associating with me too much can be hazardous to your health.
Hazardous? What do you mean?
I mean Sabretooth. He's killed everyone I've ever been close to. Girlfriends, co-workers, casual pals. He even killed my mail carrier.
This Sabretooth seems to have an unhealthy obsession with you.
He's obsessed with misery, and inflicting it on me and anyone who comes close to me. Nothing scares me much these days, except getting close to people. Because when I get close to someone, bad things tend to happen to them. So, I guess what I'm saying is, thanks for being a pal. And watch your back.
Creepy, right? We should bring flashlights.
When the old guard strikes out, the new one needs to come in for an assist.
We know it's gotta be done. Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
The Avengers are clearly out of their depth.
Damn straight. Now it's our turn to screw it up.
You do not sound too confident.
I just don't want to jinx it.
So, do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later. I know I get into it with Caretaker, but she's one of the few adults I actually trust. The Midnight Suns.
Isn't it literally called the prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Seems like it's really been our fight all along.
I'm more worried about the Hulk.
The chatter points to large numbers of soldiers crossing borders, mostly in Eastern Europe. Lots of talk about Transia.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
In the Air Force, we call them betting odds.
In the Army, we call that hard intel. Semantics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the major three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my Howling Commando days. There's something going on that we're not seeing. Hey, can I ask a favor? Ghosts don't keep me from getting shut-eye. A blighted world looks to us for hope. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter.
If you have any wild plans to contribute, Hunter, now's the time to share them. Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We should not be sitting here waiting for Chthon to return to our world. We should take the fight to Chthon.
Everything we do here is to prevent Chthon from returning to our plane of existence. We don't go to him. That would be suicide.
I will fight him wherever I see him, no matter what those books tell you.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these Elder Gods? Tell me about them.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Oshtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself. Like now.
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging. One more book. Maybe that will have the answer.
The Abbey cannot shelter us from Lilith's storm, especially as long as we
I know what it's like to feel guilty about the death of a loved one, too. My Uncle Ben. It's my fault he died.
Did you kill him?
Well, no, but I could have stopped the guy who did. Hey, those are beautiful. What are they, some kind of daisy?
Something as rare as she was.
I'm sure she forgives you.
Thanks, Peter. But I kinda want to be alone right now.
Yeah, okay, sorry, just trying to help.
I know, but this is not something you can help with.
Maybe someone else can. All that gamma radiation. What's the Darkhold written on? Hulk skin?
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
I know she forgives you.
Yeah, right. You can't know that.
Well, I do.
No, you don't. No one does. She's dead and it's all my fault. It's always my fault. If I had learned to control my powers better, she would be here today.
Maybe there is a lesson in all this tragedy.
Yeah? And what's that?
You learned what happens when you let yourself get out of hand. The best way to honor Agatha's memory is to learn from those mistakes in order to ensure it will never happen again.
See, you say it's not my fault, but that's not really what you think. You think I'm as dangerous as Caretaker does. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
Can you blame her? Agatha was all Caretaker had, her life partner. She sees you taking that all from her.
No, I can't blame her any more than I can't stop blaming myself. Maybe I should just ask for her forgiveness for destroying her life. Maybe it would make things better?
Agatha would want the two of you to be reconciled.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah, for Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter. Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know.
Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us. Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze. Is that it? Can we go now?
Man, I just wish I could have brought my brother Gabe along. He'd love this place.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse, I was skeptical that a resurrected half-demon warrior from the 17th century was going to be our best shot at beating her forces of darkness back.
And now?
Nico and company made the right call when they raised you from the dead, because I'm pretty sure you're the one who's going to save the day.
You are fond of Nico and magic and the rest of the Sons, are you not?
I am. I think their talents and competence have been totally overlooked by Caretaker. They deserve their day in the sun. And I'm pretty sure with the way you've been leading them, they'll get it.
You think I have what it takes to be a leader?
No, Hunter. I know you have what it takes. You just need time to stew, grow into yourself. When I enlisted, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. A light breeze would have knocked me over. Not what you call captain material. But I didn't give up. And I won't let you either.
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure. It tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
This group does not waste time. We will strike at Hydra and Transia quickly, and we will win.
Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible.
It makes sense that Lilith would go back there. Back to her homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There is natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors. Well, this can't go worse than any of our last attempts.
Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it, can you?
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me, what side of the road do transients drive on?
Just have the Hell Ride full of diesel and ready.
The Hell Ride doesn't take diesel. It's fueled by the screaming soul energy of the unavenged, the wronged, and the betrayed. And trust me, the Hell Ride's topped off.
Okay, that was pretty badass, Robbie.
Transia? Never heard of it. Do they have burritos? Have you noticed any ramps around here? Maybe a ramp-like slab of mostly level stone, kind of at an angle?
For what?
I want to jump the Hell Ride over the Abbey.
Why?
I see your why, and raise you a why not.
I cannot help you, but I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
Yeah, don't crash. Have a little faith, Hunter. I'm going about this all wrong. You think Carol will get involved?
Maybe.
If anyone can chuck a car over the Abbey, it's her.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, War Journal number 47 is my favorite. So when you were surrounded by Hydra troops in that transient cemetery, did all that stuff really happen? Where you bounced the shield off the tombstones and took out like 10 elite troops?
No.
Oh, so you made it up?
No, I cut out the more unbelievable parts. Lots of redacting. Truth was way crazier.
I knew it!
Let's discuss. But first, the mission.
Right, the mission. Good call, Captain America.
You enjoyed calling me Captain America, didn't you?
Yes, a little too much. I'm kind of a big fan. I skipped the Transia portion of my summer abroad. Is it more like Berlin weather or like Prague weather? Do I need my spider parka?
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have seen so much war, trauma, and pain. We must spare them at all costs.
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like?
Yes, the coffee shop cinnamon blend. Good call, Ileana. Transia is known for lots of trauma, war, and terrible coffee.
We cannot expect to save the day with decaf. That would be counterproductive.
This will be a very strange homecoming.
We are not our homes. We are our family. And our little spooky family here can get through anything together.
I missed you, Ileana. Will my Transia ever know peace?
Back to Eastern Europe? Maybe I can finally get some decent pampushka. Transia has been through a lot. Maybe we don't go in there powers blazing.
We must try and spare as many innocent lives as possible.
We have to take the fight to Hydra. Maybe we can catch them unprepared. Today feels like the day to take the fight directly to Lilith. Sic Transia Gloria, Lilith fades.
What's shaking, Bacon? Guess my neighborhood's bigger now. Friendly transient Spider-Man.
Poor people of Transia. They always get screwed.
I have a few Stark offices in Transia. Can we not blow them up?
We must not leap to conclusions or confrontations. Strange and I need more time to understand.
We know where the Wasps are building their hive. Let's knock them out.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter, hello. It's always good to see you.
What are we waiting for? Let's hit Hydra hard.